Football Focus, running back superlatives. Power, they give it to Derrick Henry. Receiving, Christian McCaffrey. Home run hitter, Saquon Barkley. Red zone threat, Dalvin Cook. Speed, Raheem Mostert. Breakout player, Antonio Gibson. And the most elusive, Nick Chubb. So we have seen him squat 600 pounds. In addition to that, he's pretty elusive, or the most elusive running back in the NFL, according to Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, you're just not going to beat Derrick Henry in any kind of power thing, just because his shoulders are so wide and he's just a different shaped running back, right? I mean, nobody looks like Derrick Henry when they run. But I do think there are times, so Nick Chubb is that, right? I mean, Nick Chubb we know what he does well. It's not, would he be first in line to give it to somebody on 3rd and 1 at the goal line? No, probably not. I definitely would give it to Derrick Henry, but there's a certain kind of play where you get Nick Chubb out in space and he's either going to, run through tackles or run around tackles in a way that nobody else in the league can do. But I do think it's a reminder, like whenever you have like these power conversations, I'm guilty of this myself. The fact that Kareem Hunt exists in Cleveland is a great thing for Nick Chubb. It's a great thing for the Browns. It doesn't require Nick Chubb to carry the ball 30 times a game. But we have to remind ourselves that in 2019, like Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb basically had the same year. Derrick Henry carried it 303 times for 1540. Nick Chubb carried it 298 times for 1494. Henry was 5.1 yards per carry. Chubb was 5 yards per carry. Like if Kareem Hunt was on the Titans, I think people might think that Nick Chubb is like the most powerful, toughest back in the league because Kareem Hunt would be spelling Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry has to take every carry for the Titans. So I think sometimes we forget that if the Browns wanted Nick Chubb to be Derrick Henry, he could be. He has been. They just don't need him to be that because Kareem Hunt's here, and that's better for everybody. But again, I am at times guilty of not thinking of Nick Chubb in quite the same category as Derrick Henry when it comes to like just absolutely carrying the load when absolutely Nick Chubb has done it and could do it if Kareem Hunt wasn't here.
Yeah, and you know what? Long-term for both of them, I think it's better that you share that. If you can extend both of their careers by an extra 3 or 4 years by minimizing the wear and tear, everybody wins.
Derrick Henry's a great player. Everybody knows, we've seen some of these backs just with incredibly high usage rates. You know, Larry Johnson in Kansas City, Priest Holmes in Kansas City, Christian Okoye in Kansas City, right? There's a lot of those guys. And these other guys over the years where they just absolutely are like a one-man offense for like 3 or 4 years, and then it's kind of gone. And I hope that doesn't happen to Derrick Henry. He's a rare player, and maybe he can do it for 10 years. But I'll take the Browns way. And it's why paying Kareem Hunt at the very reasonable rate they have him at, and then also paying Nick Chubb is a worthwhile investment for the way this team is working right now. Because as you said, I think the presence of both of them is extending their shelf life in an individual season, in the fourth quarter of a game, in game 17 of a season, in the playoffs, and then in their career.